changed the station and I moved the chairs. I've walked 1,000 miles up these lonely stairs. The 2025 winter's rattling the glass, watching the ghosts of our better days pass. The world says it's over, the neighbors all know that you took your heart where the southern winds blow. But the air in this hallway is thick and it's deep with the sound of the secrets you said we would keep. I know that you're sleeping in a different city's light. I know that you've buried the us out of sight, but I'm trapped in the echoes of a voice in the dark, still feeling the heat of a long dead spark. 'Cause I'm still living with the promises I still hear, whispering forever in my tired lonely ear. You said I'll never leave you, you said I'm your home. Now I'm just a statue made of souls and of chrome. The silence is screaming what you swore to be true. every single one. You said my name like you said, like love had finally found its way. You pulled my heart behind the curve, showed me dreams I couldn't say. Every vow you spoke so easy, felt like feathers in the air. But I carried them, believing they were meant to share. You said I'll stay no matter what, like leaving wasn't in your plans. I trusted words you never thought would weigh this much in my hands. Promises feel heavy when I'm alone, when your voice is gone and the silence grows. They sit on my chest, they don't let me breathe. All the things you swore you would be, you didn't shatter love in a day. You let it sit and slowly cave. Some hearts don't break from falling apart, they break when promises feel heavy. I watched your love grow tired and thin, heard goodbye and hindsight. You said we just needed time again, while your heart was already outside. I stayed to hold was fading fast. You learned how to let it go. I loved you like a future promise. You loved me like a moment ago. You said I care, I'm just confused, as if confusion doesn't hurt. But loving you meant I kept losing every truth you never learned. Promises feel heavy in empty rooms, they echo loud with your perfume. They pull me back to words you said, they never learned how to be kept. You didn't leave with honest pain, you left me hope I couldn't save. Some wounds don't come from being alone, they come from promises turned to stone. I would have healed from a clean goodbye, from truth that didn't pretend. But you said forever without a why, and I believed it till the end. Now every vow feels dangerous, every dream feels thin, because promises feel heavy when you're the one still carrying them. Promises feel heavy when love is gone, when I'm still holding what you dropped. They bend my heart, they steal my sleep, they hurt more now than honesty. You walked away with your hands free, left the weight of us on me. Some hearts don't fall apart from loss, they fall when promises feel heavy. So if you promise, promise true, or don't say anything at all, because I'm still learning how to stand under promises that feel heavy after you let them fall. watching the ink turn to gray on the page, like a beautiful bird that's been left in a cage. But always you whispered in the heat of July is losing its color beneath this 2021st sky. I used to believe every word was a stone, foundation so solid I'd never be alone. But the edges are blurred, the corners are torn. I'm shivering here in a love that's been worn. It wasn't a scream, a sudden goodbye. It was the slow, steady leak of the summer gone dry. I'm reaching for ghosts in the middle of sleep, trying to find the secret you promised to keep. 'Cause promises fade slowly like light in the trees. They don't go at once, they just drift on the breeze. From a never will leave to a maybe someday. I'm watching the forever just wither away. It's a long, quiet winter, a heartbreaking view of the vanishing lines of the person I knew. No thunder, no fire, just a heartbreaking blow as the promises fade and you finally let go. Yeah, I'll be right there as a week-old text, and I'm terrified, wondering what's coming next. The earth that we built is a house on the sand, and I'm holding the blueprints with no one to stand. Your voice is an echo from a room down the hall, but you don't really hear when I'm hitting the wall. We're still in the kitchen, we're still sharing bread, but the covenant's dying and the things left unsaid. 'Cause promises fade slowly like light in the trees. They don't go at once, they just drift on the breeze. From a never will leave to a maybe someday. I'm watching forever just wither away. It's a long, quiet winter, a heartbreaking view of the vanishing lines of the person I knew. No thunder, no fire, just a heartbreaking blow as the promises fade and you finally let go. If you'd broken my heart with a single sharp blow, I'd have somewhere to run, I'd have somewhere to go. But watching the always turn into once is a debt that I'm paying for months and for months. Fade to a whisper, fade to a ghost. In the places where I used to love you the most. The ink is all gone now, the paper is white, and the promises are lost in the 2025 night. Slowly, they just fade slowly. I'm looking at the marks you left upon this kitchen wall, where we measured out our future, standing proud and standing tall. I'm sifting through the always and the never let you go. Searching for a heartbeat in the 2025 snow. But there's no red upon the carpet, there's no wreckage in the hall. Just a hollow kind of silence, that's the loudest sound of all. I'm waiting for the evidence, I'm waiting for the proof that a heart can actually shatter underneath this lonely. If I had a scar to show you, if I had a jagged line, maybe I can make you see that I am far from being fine. But you killed us with a whisper, you ended us with air, and there's not a single drop of life left anywhere. Because promises don't bleed, they just quietly expire. They don't leave a trail of smoke or a pillar of fire. They just slip out of the room like a ghost beneath the door, till the person that you love isn't there anymore. I'm holding on to nothing, I'm screaming at the void, in the ruins of a life that your silence has destroyed. It's a clean and bloodless murder, a cold and hollow deed. Because promises don't bleed. I went to see the doctor for the pressure in my chest. He said the lungs are empty and the heart is at its rest. He couldn't find the entry wound, he couldn't find the sting of the day you walked away and took the meaning from the ring. It's a surgical departure, a masterclass and gone, leaving me to face the greatness of a solitary dawn. I wish you'd left a bruise, I wish you'd left a stain, something I could point to and say that is where the pain. Because promises don't bleed, they just quietly expire. They don't leave a trail of smoke or a pillar of fire. They just slip out of the room like a ghost beneath I gave you all my quiet moments, all the nights I couldn't sleep. I built my world on your soft warnings, on promises you couldn't keep. You held my heart like fragile glass, whispered forever in my ear, but forever shattered way too fast and left me drowning in my fear. I thought love was a gentle fire, something we could grow and hone, but love can demand a cruel desire, and mine was bought and sold. Pain was the price for trusting you, for every lie I thought was true. I learned that love can wound and stay, it doesn't heal when hearts betray. You didn't leave, you slowly stole the pieces of my broken soul. Some hearts don't break from being denied, they break from paying love's high price. I traced your steps in empty rooms, hoping I'd find your love again, but shadows whispered through the gloom that what we had was only pretend. Yeah. I gave my all, I gave my heart, believed in every word you swore, but loving you became the art of hurting more than I could endure. You said I'll stay, but walked away, said nothing to make it right, and every word I wished you would say faded into endless night. Pain was the price for letting go, for every dream I let you know. I learned that love can steal and scar, that trust can die where we are. You didn't leave in thunder or rain, you left me bleeding in quiet pain. Some hearts don't break from loss alone, they break when love demands the cost. I would have faced the truth laid bare, I could have braced the storm to come, but love disguised in your gentle care became a war I never won. Now every vow feels dangerous, every forever feels untrue, because the hardest lesson I carry is that pain was the price for loving you. Pain was the price for trusting you, for every hope I thought I knew. It lingers where your heart should be, a ghost of what you stole from me. You didn't break me with a fight, you broke me slowly in quiet night. Some hearts don't shatter from love lost, they shatter from the cost. So if you promise love again, make sure the price is worth the pain, because I'm still learning to survive after loving you and paying love's high price. I held your hand like it was forever, believed in every word you said. Your love felt safe like nothing could sever, but now it haunts me in my bed. You whisper dreams in quiet nights, promise the stars and endless sky, but love can fade in subtle fights, and all I feel are broken lies. I thought we were the storms together, I thought our hearts could never break, but storms can drown and love can sever, and now it's all the pain you made. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love turned into pain, it cut so deep. It lingers where my heart used to sleep. You said forever, but it wasn't true. Now every memory bleeds of you. You didn't leave with thunder or rain, you left me quiet with all this pain. Some hearts don't break from being apart, they break when love turns in a heart of hurting souls and endless scars. I trace the moments, try to see Well, your love ended where it failed me. I loved you like a second plea, but your heart wasn't where it should be. I stayed awake through silent screams, hoping our world could still survive. But love can die in broken dreams, and ours didn't stay alive. You said I care just not enough, and left my world inside a void. Love isn't always kind of tough, it's sometimes just a hard destroy. Shadow when love turns into pain. They shadow when love turns into pain. I would've survived if truth had been kind, if honesty had led the way. But love disguised in your quiet mind left nothing but shadows and gray. Every I love you now feels unsafe. Every forever feels like a chain, because the hardest lesson to embrace is that love can hurt more than hate. Love turned into pain, it lives in me. It lingers where your heart should be. You promised warmth, you promised care, but let me out, I'm gasping for air. Some hearts don't break from losing love, they break when the thing they cherish most turns into pain they can't remove. Love turned into pain because of you. So if you say love again, speak truth or stay away, because I'm still learning how to breathe after love turned into pain and left me here to decay. I gave you all the nights I cried, held my heart with secrets light. You said my name like it was home, but love can't heal what's left alone. Your words were soft, your touch was kind, but pain was the shadow you left behind. I stayed through storms I couldn't see, believing in love that hurt me. You said I'm yours, I'll never leave, and I believed it every day. But love can't face silently, and hearts can't break when truth slips away. Yeah. Love that hurt me, love that left me here to cry. You didn't shatter me in one cruel night. You broke me slowly, time after time. I held on when I should've let go, believed in the warmth that never showed. Some hearts don't break from love that dies, they break from love that hurts inside. Oh, I watched your eyes go cold and still, heard the silence where you used to speak. I gave my all, I gave my will, believed in the love I couldn't keep. You promised forever, I gave my soul. Hope we be whole, hope we survive. But love became a cruel tool, and I was left just to survive. You said I care, I'm not leaving, but actions told a different tale. Love can destroy while deceiving, and hearts can't drown where lies prevail. Love that hurt me, love that lied, love that left me here to cry. hearts don't break from love that does. They break from love that hurts inside. I would've survived an honest goodbye, a truth that covered didn't betray. But gentle lies made me comply, and pain became the price I paid. Every I love you feels unsafe, every promise feels unsure, because I learned the hardest lesson: love can hurt more than hearts and blue. Love that hurt me, love that stayed, love that left me in the grave. I trusted your heart, I trusted your hands, but love slipped like time through sands. You didn't leave me in a sleep, you left me shut in a silent dream. Some hearts don't break from the dust, they break from love that hurts inside. So if you speak of love again, speak only truth I can believe, 'cause I'm still learning how to breathe after love that hurt me and left me to grieve. You said my name like you were safe, like I could rest inside a truth. Every promise felt like home. I gave my heart, I trusted you. You held my hand, you swore you'd stay. Said I was never on my own, but every time I needed you, I learned to cry alone. I believed every forever, every smile, every lie. I was building all my dreams while you were saying goodbye. I trusted your words, I trusted your eyes, I trusted the way you said you were mine. But love shouldn't hurt like this inside. I trusted your words, and that's why I'm breaking tonight. You promised the stars, then left me the dark. Took all the light straight out of my heart. I don't know what hurts more than the truth. I trusted your words, I trusted you. Now your silence is the loudest sound, it echoes in my chest. I replay everything you said and wonder which was real at best. You moved on like it was easy, like I was just a phase. But I'm still stuck on memories that won't fade. trusted you. Maybe someday I'll forgive myself for loving you too deep, for thinking your honesty was something I could keep. I learned that love is more than sound, more than things you say. 'Cause real love stays, it doesn't walk away. I trusted your words, I trusted your soul, I trusted you with my whole control. Now I'm learning how to let you go. I trusted your words, and now I know not every promise means it's real. Not every heart knows how to feel. But I'll survive the truth I found. I trusted your words, but I trust myself now. I gave you all my quiet moments, all the nights I couldn't sleep. I believed your words without warning, held my heart in hands so deep. You smiled like love was ours to keep, spoken whispers I wanted to hear. But every promise you let slip became the reason I stayed here. You said I'm yours, I'll never leave, and I believed it all along. But love can hurt more than we perceive. When the truth hides in the song, I trusted you too much, held on to love that felt so strong. You didn't shatter me in a fight, you broke me slowly in the night. Some hearts don't fall apart from goodbye, they break from trusting too much inside. I trace your steps in empty halls, hoping for a sign you care. But only shadows fill the walls, and every hope was stripped bare. I gave my heart, I gave my soul, believed in all the things you said. But loving you came at a toll, and left me aching in my bed. You said I care, I'll never stray, but your silence told me more. Love can vanish quietly, and hearts are left to soar. I trusted you too much, held on to love that felt so strong. You didn't break me with a scream, you broke me in the spaces in between. Some hearts don't fall apart from love lost, they break from trusting too much at any cost. I would have survived if truth had come, if honesty had led your way. But gentle lies are what you hung, and love became the price I paid. Now every forever feels unsure, every always feels unfair, because the hardest lesson I endure is hearts can break from trust misplaced. I They shatter from trusting too much inside. So if you speak of love again, speak only truth I can't believe. 'Cause I'm still learning how to breathe after trusting you too much and losing everything I gave. I held your hands while shadows grew. Believe the love you swore was true. You spoke in whispers soft and kind, but I can never read your mind. I saw the cracks behind your eyes, but still I stayed. I loved you through life. You said I care and I believed it every night, but truth was something you deceived, and love became a losing fight. I loved you through lies, through every disguise, through the moments that fooled my heart. I stayed when I should've walked away, leaving we'd never be torn apart. You didn't break me with anger or pain. You broke me slowly with quiet disdain. Some hearts don't shatter from goodbye, they shatter when love is alive. I traced your steps in empty halls, hoping to find the you I knew. But all that remained were painted walls and promises that never grew. I gave my all, I gave my soul, believing every smile and vow. But loving you became the toll of trusting when I should've known. You said I'm yours, I'll never stray, while learning how to turn away. Love can hurt more than we can say, when the truth is gone and hearts decay. I loved you through lies, through every disguise, through the nights I couldn't sleep. I stayed when my heart screamed to run, hoping the love we had would keep. You didn't shatter me with the fight, you shattered trust in the dead of night. Some hearts don't break from being left, they break from believing love's theft. I would've left if honesty spoke, if truth had been enough to guide. But you gave me shadows, gentle smoke, and called it love while you denied. Now every vow feels unsafe, every forever feels untrue, because I learned the hardest way. I loved you through lies, and it broke me too. And it broke me too. I loved you through lies, through every disguise, through the hope I clung to in vain. I stayed in the dark, I stayed in the pain, believing the love we had was plain. You didn't leave me with a goodbye, you left me with tears I couldn't hide. Some hearts don't break from love that dies, they break from love and through lies. So if you speak of love again, speak only truth I can't believe, because I'm still learning how to breathe after loving you through all the lies. You drew a future in the dark, said my name like it was yours. We counted stars, made fragile plans, built castles out of open hands. You promised time would choose our side, said love like this would never die. I wore your words like lullabies. Never knew that hope could lie. I trusted every breath you swore, every always, every more. I held a dream you couldn't keep. Now it's the reason I can't sleep. Forever was a lie you told, wrapped in warmth but carved in cold. I gave you all I had inside. You gave me reasons why you lied. You said our love would never end, but forever doesn't bend. You walked away, I stayed and cried. Forever was a lie. I learned your silence fluently, translated pain to loyalty. I stayed while you grew far from me, called it love, called it destiny. I watched myself become less whole, trying hard not to let go. You called my breaking just a phase, while I was burning in the flames. I begged the truth to show its face. You hid it well in gentle ways. You held me close and said goodbye, like endings were an alibi. Forever was a lie you told, wrapped in warmth but carved in cold. I gave you all I had inside. You gave me reasons why you lied. You said our love would never end, but forever doesn't bend. You walked away, I stayed and cried. Forever was a lie. If love is real, it doesn't fade. When comfort leaves or fear invades, if vows are true, they don't expire. When hearts grow tired of the fire, now every promise tastes like fear. Every stage just disappears. I'm learning how to love again, but not with words, only when. Forever was a lie you told. I felt it crack before it broke. I held on long after you tried to convince me this was fine. You didn't have to say goodbye. Your distance told me every time. I watched the truth walk past my eyes. Forever was a lie. So don't say forever unless you stay. Don't paint a sky, you'll fade away. I'll heal, I'll learn, I'll love again, but I won't believe in forever then. I'm still keeping that bottle of wine we bought in Bordeaux, saving it for the someday. It's starting to feel like a ghost. You said we drink it when we finally move to the coast, but now I'm just staring at the dust on the glass alone. The calendars turn to December 2025, and I'm the only one keeping our old ghosts alive. I found a map where you circle the places we'd go, but you're easy to catch, but they're easier to let go. I built a cathedral out of every I do, but I was the only one following through. It's a promise you forgot about that hit the floor forever that ended when you walked out the door. I'm still holding the thread, I'm still guarding the spot, but I'm tied to a shadow and a beautiful night. You're out in the world, living fancy and free, while I'm drowning in things you said you'd always be. I'm the keeper of secrets that you clearly are not, living the life of a promise you forgot. You swore you'd be there when the winter got heavy and gray, that you'd be the reason I'd wanna wake up to the day. But the coffee is cold and the silence is louder than rain, and I'm learning the rhythm of a brand new kind of pain. Did you leave it in the pocket of the coat you left behind? Or did it just slip through the cracks of a preoccupied mind? It's a strange kind of haunting to be loved by a lie, to watch it till death slowly wither and die. It's a promise you forgot about it in the floor forever that ended when you walked out the door. I'm still holding the thread, I'm still guarding the spot, but I'm tied to a shadow in a beautiful night. You're out in the world, living fancy and free, while I'm drowning in things you said you'd always be. I'm the keeper of secrets that you clearly are not, living the life of a promise you forgot. Is it easy to breathe when you don't have to stay? When you trade in your always for just a day? I'm still waiting for the part where you come back for me, but I'm just a chapter you stopped trying to see. Just a promise you forgot. Held my hand like innocent, whispered love that felt so real. I believed in every vow you gave, every word I thought would heal. But time moved on and hearts can fade, promises fall like autumn rain. I waited for the love in me, but you only came to feel the pain. You said I'll never let you go, but the clock had already won. Love can't survive a silent show, and words can't A promise to leave, a heart betrayed, a love I held that couldn't stay. You didn't leave without a fight. You left me cold and endless night. Some hearts don't break from being gone. They break when love arrives too late. You spoke your mind when I was gone. You left me with a hollow faith. Yeah. You left me with a hollow faith. I trace your steps in empty rooms, hoping for a sign you care. But shadows whisper through the gloom, and nothing showed that you were there. I gave my heart, I gave my all, believed in forever we could make. But your love arrived just to fall a promise too late to save. You said I'm yours, I'll stay this time. But the hour had passed me by. Love can't live on borrowed lines. It dies when it's too shy. A promise to leave, a heart betrayed, a love I held that couldn't stay. You didn't shatter me with goodbye. You shattered hope and left me dry. Some hearts don't break from love lost. They break when love arrives too late. You spoke your vow when I was gone. Left me with a hollow faith. Yeah. Left me with a hollow faith. How would a state of truth have come if honesty had led your way? But love can heal what's already done, and hearts don't wait for words delayed. Now every forever feels unsure, every always feels unsafe. 'Cause the hardest lesson I endure is love can hurt when it's too late. A promise too late, a heart betrayed, a love I held that couldn't stay. You didn't leave without a fight. You left me cold and endless night. Some hearts don't shatter from being gone. They break when love arrives too late. So if you promise love again, speak only truth I can believe. 'Cause I'm still learning how to breathe after a promise too late, and a love I couldn't keep. You said my name like it was forever, like the night would never end. Your hands were warm, your words were feathers. I believed in every sentence. We drew our future in the silence, on the ceiling, on our skin. But hope is fragile when it's honest, and I was honest all the way in. You looked me in the eyes and swore you'd never be the one to leave. I didn't know what those words cost or how deep they buried me. It was a promise that hurt like a knife wrapped in truth. You said echoes living in my bedroom. Your shadow sleeps beside my pain. Every I love you, you left behind, still whispers when it rains. I tried to burn our memories, but ashes know my name. Turns out letting go is harder than watching you walk away. You made a vow out of a feeling that was already dying slow. I held on to it like oxygen while you were letting go. It was a promise that hurt, like fire dressed as light. You said forever so easily, then vanished into the night. I'm choking on the words you gave, every dream we used to start. You didn't just break my heart, you broke it with a promise that hurt. If love is just a moment, why did you make it sound like fate? If staying was too heavy, why didn't you say you'd break? I would have survived the truth, I would have learned to be okay, but you gave me something sacred and took it all away. It was a promise that hurt, still carved in my chest. I keep replaying your goodbye like I somehow passed the test. I loved you more than I love myself. That's the deepest hole. You didn't just leave me alone, you left me with a promise that hurt. Now I'm stronger, but I'm colder, still healing every scar. Next time someone says forever, I'll know just what those words are. 'Cause love didn't break me first, it was a promise that hurt. You spoke so softly in the dark, like every word was true. I memorized the way you said, I'll always choose you. You painted pictures of our days, like nothing could go wrong. I gave you faith, I gave you time, I gave you all my love. I didn't question your intentions, I didn't read between the lines. I thought love meant forever, not just something passing by. I held on to a promise, I believe every word you said was everything to me. Now I'm standing here with shattered dreams from a promise I believe. You swore your heart was safe with mine, said you'd never leave, but you let go so easily of a promise I believe. I ignored the signs I couldn't see, defended you from doubt. I told myself your silence was just something I'd work out. I was fighting for us both while you were halfway gone. I let go of the promise I believe. I'm learning how to breathe without your needs. You don't get to haunt my memories with the promise I it's still